In order to factor this completely, the first thing you want to do is see if you can divide them all by something, by the same thing. In other words, factor something out. I can divide both of these numbers by 5. So when I do that, 80 divided by 5 is 16, and I have a v squared. Then you got minus 45 divided by 5 is 9. Then you want to look in the parentheses and see if you can simplify that, factor that out anymore. 16 and 9 are both perfect squares, and there's a minus, so these are differences of two squares. So you make two sets of parentheses. You want to see what the square root of 16 is. Square root of 16 is 4. You have two v's that you want to split up. In order to get this negative, you have to have opposite signs, so plus and minus. And then the square root of 9 is 3. And you look in the parentheses, and since we don't have any exponents left, we are finished. That's the answer. So the next one, I can divide these by 4. So 4 divided by 4 is just 1. So you've just got the v squared left there. Minus 100 divided by 4 is 25. You have perfect squares on the inside. So keep your 4. Make two sets of parentheses. Split the v's up evenly. You have two of them, so 1 in each one. To get a negative, you have to have a positive times a negative. And then the square root of 25 is 5. This next one you can divide by 5, and they each have two w's in common as well. So when you do that, 20 divided by 5 is 4, and you had two w's but you took 2 out, so there's no w left there. Then you got a minus sign. 45 divided by 5 is 9. You have 4 w's, you took 2 out, so that's 2 left. Now you still have a difference of two squares here. So you leave your 5w squared on the outside. You make two sets of parentheses. Sorry, my computer is glitching a little bit. Okay, the square root of 4 is 2. To get this negative, you have to have a positive times a negative. The square root of 9 is 3. And for your w's, you've got two of them, so you got to put a w in each one to split them up evenly. So that's the answer.